Okay, we are officially back. Welcome back, Gators, for the Who's at the Gates podcast. We are just about to jump into these. We're doing a little bit more of a focus around Hayley just a bit, but we are about to start with the Vanessa and Dani conversation. So let's get started with that.
Bill is so not over you.
And that's not all. He admitted to my father he made a mistake in ending our marriage.
Humbled himself? Bill Hamilton?
As Samantha and Tyrell would say, no cap.
He has to be kicking himself right now. How does that make you feel?
There's a version of me that's appreciating this sweet karmic revelation. But mostly, I don't care.
Dani, it's me. You have to admit that the man who you dedicated your life to, regretting your divorce and still considering you his baby, it doesn't feel good.
I feel vindicated. Sure. I sacrificed so much of my self-worth trying to get Bill to stay.
You were fighting for life as you knew it.
There was a time when hearing Bill say these words would send me flying straight back to him. But today, nothing.
You don't want to rub this in Hayley's face even a little bit?
I love a man who loves me back. My mother is winning her battle with cancer. My career is blossoming. Life's good.
Cheers to that.
What, Dani, we're proud of you.
You didn't disappoint us. Yeah.
We're proud of you, Dani.
What? You were really drawn into the scene. So what about it? You know, was it Dani? Was it Vanessa?
Well, look at this thing with Vanessa and Joey. I'm kind of over it. Quiet as it's kept, I feel they're getting a little too much screen time. And not that I hate their characters, because I don't. I actually like Vanessa's character. I like Joey's character. And just something else that was said in this episode, since we're on Vanessa real quick, and then I'll get back to Dani, is when Vanessa had told Nicole, she had told Nicole that, no, it wasn't Nicole. I think it was Dani. Regardless, she told Nicole and Dani, Joey would never hurt me. That's a lie. It's a lie that she doesn't realize that she's telling herself, because let's be completely clear. Joey does love Vanessa, but don't get it twisted. If Vanessa became a liability to him in his business, he'd kill Vanessa and her kids and keep it moving, because that's just the type of person Joey is. So there's a little bit of delusion on that. Oh, well, Joey would never hurt me. Now, I don't believe Joey would beat her or something, like become a wife beater. Not, she's not his wife, but you know what I'm talking about, where it would be something like that. But I do believe if she became a liability, we wouldn't see Vanessa anymore. And that's just what it is. As for the Dani situation, the reason that the scene made me feel good is that last part right there where she said, I love a man who loves me. My mother is winning her battle against cancer. My career is blossoming. Life is good. Where she's like, okay, yeah, I can appreciate how Bill is finally having that revelation. Like, wow, he missed out on a good thing, but I don't care. I've moved on, or I won't say she's completely moved on, because she hasn't completely moved on, but she's attempting to move on with her life. And I'll toss it to you, Diana.
Yeah, I think it was that line. I love a man who loves me back. I'm hoping that Dani is sincere. I don't know. There's part of me that's like, she likes playing these games. And I think if she's always going to have a love for Bill. And I mean, it's hard not to. That's the father of her children. But, I'm hoping that she's like, she said it so confidently. And I think that's what also drew me to the scene, is that I didn't think she was like lying or anything to Vanessa. I don't think she was like trying to tell herself a lie, but I don't know. I think maybe I'm leaving room for me to be disappointed in her. But
She might have a weak moment.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think she'll always have a weak moment, but whatever, girl. Whatever, you do you.
All right, so let's go ahead and hop to the scene. And just so everybody knows, the reason we didn't cover certain scenes, because if you watch today's episode, you would see the thing with Martin and Vernon and the whole career campaign, that thing coming up again. We don't really care about that. I mean, yeah, it's I guess it's an okay storyline. But it's like, okay, we're rehashing this again. Fine, whatever. We just didn't feel like talking about it. I think we're looking to talk more about Hayley and her situation, because the walls are closing in. So let's go to this part with Hayley and Bill talking about Lynette. I'm trying to get a little bit to the scene. It looks like I'm getting closer. There we go. All right, about to fade into it now.
Thanks. You too. Yes, I will have Caroline email it over. Okay. God. Sorry about that. Once Miss Pimental gets to talking, there is no stopping her. But thanks for hanging back.
As if I'd give you an out from explaining yourself.
Listen to me, all right? I simply got caught up in the moment, all right? It didn't mean anything.
But you get wrapped up in moments all the time. In court, when you're watching the Commanders on the golf course, but I have yet to hear you call a caddy or a court reporter baby.
You are taking this way out of context.
Okay, well then fill me in, because it seems like every time Danny Dupree calls, you forget the woman sitting right next to you and just get wrapped all up in her web all over again.
Well, I mean, technically, she called Naomi.
Do you see me laughing? You fell back into an old habit, and I sat there humiliated.
Okay, it was a slip, all right? It was nothing. Hayley, come on. I love you, all right? Now and forever.
Yeah, until Danny comes around.
You are getting upset over an innocent mistake. Look, okay, I am sorry if I embarrassed you. That was not my intention. Now, can we please get back to Lynette?
There's nothing left to discuss about Lynette. That woman is in our past, unlike your ex-wife, who seems to stay on your mind.
What? Hayley.
Okay. So for those who are not aware, if you haven't watched today's episode, or should I say Monday's episode, or not, yeah, Tuesday's episode, because yesterday was Monday. I'm getting, all my days are blurring together. So for this particular episode, there was a conversation right before between Hayley and Bill, and it started on Lynette, and then Hayley changed the subject intentionally with bringing up the whole baby thing, and it's clear that she changed it intentionally, and now she doesn't want to talk about Lynette, so she's using this as her out, which is why she just walked out. And you can tell that she is desperate, because they're still hung up on Lynette. Tomas, which also during this episode happened, but we didn't want to cover that, is still investigating Lynette. He had a meeting with a detective. So people want to know what's going on with Lynette. And Hayley felt like she was being cross-examined. I'm not mad at that, because Bill should have questions, because it isn't adding up. But Diana, what you got?
I loved how she flipped it on it. I love that she's like, well, she was basically fighting for her life to turn that conversation around. So props to her for being like, well, I didn't like when he called her baby. I feel like she was holding that in her back pocket. You know, like she didn't call him out when it happened. She just sat there and took it, and she held it on for this exact moment. That she can divert. So she's good. She's good at diverting. I do think she's not being discreet either. This is the problem, right? Is that she's out here in the middle of the day being like, we'll never hear from her again, right? You know, like just so anybody can overhear her putting drops in Bill's drink in the middle of the day, just out in the open air, outside. Sooner or later, she's gonna get caught.
Yeah.
I don't know. My only hope is that Danny doesn't run to Bill's aid and be like, oh my God, you were tricked.
Yeah, I don't think there will be there will be some empathy there, don't get me wrong. But again, I believe that Danny will kind of rub it in his face. Now, I do believe Dani will run to his aid if Hayley were to succeed with these drops she's been putting in Bill's drink to, get him to fall over so she can get the $10 million insurance policy. If Bill were to fall ill, go back into the hospital, and then all of this is being revealed that Hayley was the cause of it, and then also he's sick in the hospital, I do believe that would give Bill an opening back into Dani's life because of the whole, I guess you could say, I don't know if you want to call it trauma bonding or what, but I don't think Dani would feel as comfortable living in that moment if Bill was genuinely hurt, like physically hurt. That's just my process. It's like if he's physically hurt, they find out Hayley was the cause and they see who Hayley really is. I could see Dani falling for something if Bill tried to make a move using that to his advantage, which knowing Bill probably would try to do that.
Yeah, I think he would try to take advantage of the situation and be in Dani's presence, or be like family dinner, even though, his daughters are, late 20s, early 30s. Like we're past the family dinner part,
Yeah, I could almost see Bill pulling a Derek where Bill is not, he's like hurt, but he's not as hurt, and then basically going to Dani for help to be like, oh, can you come take care of me? I can't walk, or I can't do this, or I can't do that type energy. I could see Bill pulling a Derek. I really could. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and go to the last part with Bill and Caroline. Let's see what we got here. Okay. A bit more. There we go.
Yeah, I'm leaving for the day. Did you hear back from Mr. Warren?
Everyone's all good to push the deposition. I updated your iCal.
Okay, great. I need to get home and smooth things over with Hayley.
Uh-oh. Need me to set up a jewelry appointment? Is this tennis bracelet level, or will earrings suffice?
Yeah, no, it's not a DEFCON diamond situation just yet.
I have some chocolate she can have.
No, thanks. We just need to talk.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Hey, Caroline, look, it might be nothing, but can you set up a meeting with Natalie tomorrow?
Sure. Anything specific I should relay?
Well, she's already monitoring my personal accounts. I need to go through all of my holdings, see if there's been any suspicious activity.
Leaning toward forensic accounting. I'll set it up and make sure she has everything she needs from our end.
Okay, great. If there is any money that's been moved or any unusual withdrawals, I need to know ASAP.
All right. So, as
Can I
said,
just say, oh, I'm so sorry.
go.
Caroline is the only woman in Bill's life that he loves and cherishes. I mean, she didn't even hesitate. She's like, I have your reserve stash of apology chocolate right here waiting for you, Bill. Like, what? Girl. And Bill appreciates her. There was an episode where he took her out to dinner. And like, what he got her like a car or something? Like,
yeah, he gave her anniversary.
Yeah, right. Like, here, Bill is. If there's one thing Bill isn't, is stingy, and he knows how to take care of his people. Dani, for hiding all of Bill's affairs, I'm glad you got that Mercedes, girl. That's it.
Oh my goodness. It's kind of a thing where the walls are now closing in on Hayley. And a lot of people are starting to suspect stuff. If you notice too, the lunch that Tomas and Caroline had together, Caroline had brought up the Lynette thing as well with investigating. Caroline is kind of giving it the side eye. Tomas is giving it the side eye. Bill is giving it the side eye. And all of it connects to Hayley. And that's why Bill's looking at this picture. And instead of being like, oh, I really need to fix this, he's like, well, I have to work on this with my wife. But looking at this picture, maybe I should look over my holdings. Maybe I should see, is there money going to strange places? That's telling me that he has questions about her loyalty and also about her activities when he's not around, because he doesn't always know what she's doing with the money. He knows that she shops a lot, but he doesn't necessarily know fully what's happening with her and her activities, financial or otherwise. And with Lynette, in that situation now, Lynette just randomly disappears, which I can't wait to see what happens, where we find out what did happen to Lynette. That's what I'm curious about.
I think Lynette's in a basement somewhere, just hiding, or not hiding, but just being fed one meal a day.
I can see that.
Yeah, I really hope that Bill's questioning Hayley and not Lynette. Like, I think the show, this kind of cliffhanger is framing it so he's like, oh, I'm looking into Hayley, like maybe I can't trust her. But I have a feeling he's probably like, I have a feeling he's probably gonna be like, Lynette's probably running a scam that I don't know about. Like, he tricked Hayley, my poor wife, my poor sweet unsuspecting wife. He probably tricked her, or she probably tricked her. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that everybody else is giving it the side eye. I mean, that was so ridiculous, right? Like, the hotel stay, all the room service, all the stuff. Like, Lynette really did push it. She pushed it, and now her ass is in the cellar somewhere getting a PB&J sandwich and a glass of water a day. So, I mean, I'm hoping. I hope actually it uncovers something else. I wonder if the person's going to uncover that. I don't know. Hayley took like an extra insurance policy out on him or something, or like stashed money away.
If she did, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure Bill had said that she was on the insurance, because I remember the policy is like $10 million. And wait, hold on. No, because I remember her reviewing the policy, and I don't remember when she looked over it if Bill had kept it a secret or if she did it on her own. I feel like there was something to it because it was on his desk. I remember it being this like episodes ago. This is a while ago. It was on Bill's desk, and then she was looking over it. And I can't remember if he like let her know, like, hey, you're on the policy, it's worth $10 million, so on and so forth, or if it was something else to it. I just remember it being on Bill's desk and her looking over the paperwork for the insurance policy. So I'll have to like go back down memory lane and see if I can remember the exact of that. But all good. So yeah, I guess we can go ahead and close this out. We're working on more episodes, everyone. We're doing our best to keep them coming. We are possibly more than likely working on doing some of the memorable moments from season 1, because there are things that I wish we would have covered in season 1, but we just now started this podcast, so and for the season 1 stuff, it will more than likely be uploaded on a Saturday, just giving the heads up. That's kind of all I have. Dani, you have anything else for the Gators?
Yeah, I mean, if we have memorable moments that you want us to cover, please let us know. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely for season 1, memorable moment that we will be covering is the prayer that Leslie prayed at the Dupree mansion when Chelsea was kidnapped. That was one of the funniest. So yeah, definitely we will do all of that. We'll keep everyone updated. Thank you so much for the support. As we always say, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, we're on Spotify. We will be on other platforms soon as we have more episodes under our belt. Thank you again for the support. Bye for now.
Bye.
And I am stopping the recording.